What is good? What is good? Happy, humble, good times day. I am Eden the Hero, per usual. Welcome. You know what it is. It's that day where we let go, release, vent, rant. But today is going to be a little different because I'm actually feeling amazing. I've been feeling amazing since the last video where I just expressed how I just felt the release of everything that was raging inside of me. I don't know, it was something that I was kind of leaning into. I ain't gonna lie, I was giving myself that ability to just go with whatever I was feeling. I didn't want to not feel, because I feel like that's even harder to just deny what you feel. And so I just let it ride out inside me, and you know what? I made it through. This is the other side. I feel amazing. I feel like a weight has been lifted. God is good all the damn time. Excuse my language. But I'm just that excited and just energized and feeling amazing. It's like literally like a switch for me sometimes, because I just get to a point where it's like enough is enough. Let it the fuck go. Just let it go. Find a way to let it go. I can't hold on to stuff for too long, because it just stunts me in whatever I'm trying to grow into, and I just feel better for going through it and allow myself to feel and go through the motions of whatever it was. It's funny because when I was younger,
my mom would tell me and my siblings, give yourself 3 days to feel how you feel and then let it go. Well,
it probably took me like a good month, and she realized that was not right to say to people that ain't her, basically. And us being children, as we're going through things and feeling like we should be over it by now because it's been 3 days, that really just fucked with us, because we're just like, oh, why won't it just why can't I just let it go? But I've just learned that, that's not a real thing. You gotta feel how you gonna feel, and I'll be damned for someone to tell me not to feel how I feel, because feelings are real, despite how quick they can change. They're real feelings, no matter where you're at. Life is a process. Feelings are a process, and I had to process my feelings of rage to understand that I was fighting a battle I couldn't win. And it really was a test of my own will and humbling myself. Straight up, I had to humble myself. And so doing that set me free, and I feel so good from doing that. So moving right along. So just to recap for a second here, weekend was cool. I really just stayed in, and I hit the gym, of course, get my gym in. And by the way, you like the different angles I'm giving y'all? Got the fireplace, got my studio area over here, got the bookshelf, you know what I mean? Just wanted to point that out to make a point of, I like giving different angles, different perspectives of my place. But my weekend was cool. I kept it low key. I didn't really go nowhere. There was just one Sunday. I just had it in me to want to walk to go pick up my cat litter. And in doing that, I underestimated the trip that I took, on the walk that I took. So I had to go up to Kroger. Kroger's literally right around the corner. Walmart's right around the corner. I would rather go to Kroger than deal with people in Walmart. I really hate going in Walmart. It is the worst. It's like, I just feel like a lot of people are just so inconsiderate. Like, I'm a very considerate person when it comes to like considering there might be someone behind me, there might be someone coming up on me, you know. I'm very considerate of stuff like that. So I'm always like having to look over my shoulder and make sure like, and I just got to a point when I go to Walmart, I'm literally like pew pew in and out. I do not slow down for anybody anymore. I'm just in and out. I don't want to fucking be there longer than I have to. And honestly, it's been better that way. I really try to plan my trips where there is the least amount of people at Walmart or at any store, to be honest with you. But sometimes, I don't know, it takes me a while to push myself to get out the house. So this Sunday, I go into Kroger. I just took the ride out. I took the walk right after like I was done eating my breakfast brunch. And this walk was literally like 3.5 miles round trip. Now the up wasn't so bad. The only part I just disliked about my whole journey was the people that were on either a scooter or a bike and they're on the sidewalk. That is so frustrating. Now don't get me wrong, I do ride on the sidewalk. But if I see people coming, I try to go in the street because I don't want to, alarm them or make them feel like they gotta get the fuck out of the way. Because I'm on a bike, they're on foot, they're on the sidewalk where they should be able to walk. It's called a sidewalk. And there should be more bike lanes on my side of town where there really ain't. There's trails, but there's no bike lanes for the bikes to travel in. So I have my earbuds in. There's someone behind me that rings their little fucking bell. And it's not like they're like a few feet behind me. They're like literally right behind me. And they're on the scooter. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was so annoyed. And then coming back, there was someone on the bike. Now, coming back, or even after that, the first one, on the scooter, I was looking over my shoulder the whole time then. I'm like, let me just keep an eye out, because I hate being surprised, and that's only because I forgot to mention it in my near deaths. I actually got robbed, and they were like strangling me and shit. So like I thought it was someone I worked with just playing a prank on me, because I was literally walking home from work. And I was dressed in all black, not thinking like, oh, somebody's going to attack me. My town, I've walked around my town all hours of the night and never been touched, never been harmed. So after that has happened, I've always been the type to look over my shoulder. But because it was daylight, I wasn't expecting anybody up on me having to look over my shoulder and feel like all this anxiety walking. So I don't know, I just had a lot of anxiety going to and from, because I was just not used to it. It was, I don't know, maybe it just was because of being in the house and me not doing too much lately and being around a lot of people. But I don't know, I was just super like, on edge. It was kind of horrible. But the walk itself, overall, it wore me the fuck out. I was so tired when I got back. I was exhausted. And Monday, because filming day on a Tuesday, Monday I come home from work and I am super exhausted. I just knocked out and take a nap. So yeah, overall it was a great walk. It would be something I would do again. It was harder coming back because I had a 20-pound container of cat litter, and that wore me out. So I just want to warn people, if you take a walk for 3+ miles and you're not used to walking that much, like I walk every day, And I walk a lot of miles in my day, but they're broken up to where I can sit down or I'm indoors, whatever. But that walk was good. It was a good workout. Moving forward, so over the weekend, I was doing some studying, and I had this epiphany of like everything that I'm working on, like with the things that I really want to accomplish and everything, and making time for each of those things, really putting that intention behind, like, listen, I know I can only consume information for so long, and so I schedule out now my days of whatever I'm focused on that day. I do 30-minute blocks. I can't sit that much longer, and I can't focus that much longer than the 30. And no matter where I'm at in my studying or my writing, I'm stopping, because that's BB again. BB loves just being around. She's like a guard dog. But she's always around. So don't you mind her. That's her little spot up on the bookshelf. Anywho, so yeah, with all this intention I'm putting behind scheduling things out, putting that time in, feeling accomplished after I get, like, being able to check it off for the day. It just made me realize, like, it came over me, like, if I can do this for all the things that I love doing, or I want to get done and accomplish in my life, I can possibly do this for somebody that I'm dating or courting or getting to know, or just I'm with. And it just dawned on me. I don't know why. I wasn't listening to nothing. I wasn't even thinking that hard about anyone, like, not about love, not about relationships. But it really just clicked for me of this, the fact that, you know, these things that you really want are possible to do, to really achieve. And, you know, people can make all the excuses they want about not having the time, or just not really making it a priority, basically. So, like, anything you want and anything you want to accomplish is going to be a priority in your life. And so with that, I'm just learning the fact that, you know, I could see myself in another relationship. I could see myself dating again, and understanding how to prioritize that person. By everything that I'm doing for myself, I'm able to do for someone else. So it just kind of clicked for me, like, you know, it really does start with self. Like, whatever you do for someone else, it has to start with self. You have to do for you. You have to prioritize you, whether it's your health, your passions, your kids, I mean, whatever. You can make it all happen. It's got to be a priority. And with that said, I'm just like, that made me feel happy to know that that's something that's a possibility for me one day. For so long, you know, I just was counting it out for now, because I'm just like, it's nothing that I care to have right now. And a lot of my reason was selfish, because I'm just like, I am focused on me. I want to get what I want done before I invite anyone else in. And even still, like, because of just the adversity that I'm still going through, that is just, you know, that's got me in this kind of like a box where I'm just not allowing myself to be distracted in that way. But it doesn't have to be a distraction, as long as someone that is around understands my goals, what my priorities are, and how I can work them into being a priority by making time and being intentional in that time. So when I'm with that person, it's all about them and me, us. We can have a good time. We don't have to talk about anything outside of that moment of what we want or whatever it is. But it made me feel good to know, like, that's dope, that I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm a butterfly. But yeah, so just understand it starts with you, and then prioritize. Really just take a little bit of time in your day and plan it. I mean, honestly, it started with my health journey and just prioritizing my health, prioritizing my workouts, prioritizing my meals, like prepping the meals out and everything, figuring out, like, okay, the grocery store runs and all that stuff. So that I have squared away. I understand whatever I need. I write down on my whiteboard on my refrigerator whatever I'm out of or running low on. I'm gonna have to pick that up next time. I just did this big ass grocery run, which it wasn't bad because I got enough for like 2 weeks worth of groceries, and it was less than 100. Pretty much, yeah, it was less than 100. Thankfully, Aldi's eggs came back down because them eggs were high as fuck. I couldn't believe it. They had like a 200% increase. And I'm just starting to understand all of that too. Like with budgeting, it's definitely on my goals to get better with my money. And I had a really fun idea for today's vlog, which it's dealing with money and finances. So I was watching on one of these podcasts about like how, when you're budgeting or when you're paying down debt, and you can like reward yourself whenever you hit a milestone. So I'm like, that could be fun for me now. I thought about doing it before, but I'm like, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna get whatever I want. I've been living my life as if shit is just gonna happen for me. I literally have these moments where I'm just like, that money's gonna come back to me. I can eat whatever I want because I work out, my body's gonna change. What else? I'm gonna be able to achieve that goal as far as like my project, it'll all come together. But literally, like, because I just had this kind of ignorance around those things and not really putting the effort into it, it really made me realize like my effort lacks tremendously in a lot of areas of my life, especially with my relationships with family, with friends. I don't know if it's because of just the adversity, but effort goes a long way, and I'm proving it to myself where I'm just doing the vlogging, I've been journaling. My journaling really brings a lot of self-awareness for me when I'm just like writing my thoughts and things come to me. So as I'm writing and vlogging and working on things and just finding ways that I can tweak my things that I'm working on or towards, or even at work, like, effort does go a long way with the right people around. And so I'm gonna do a little bit more each day to just better my chances of success and growth by just simply adding a little more effort. I think I've just been in this place since my layoff where I'm just like, I'm kind of figuring everything out. I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to, do too much of anything. I don't know. Maybe I was depressed. I don't know. But what I can say is, like, with everything that I'm doing, it's paying off. Like, my weight is going down. My arms are gaining muscle. My stomach is getting flatter. And that's because of my eating and my movement. And just knowing, like, looking at my relationships, I don't know if I ever really put in any real effort. Like, I would say this. My last one for sure, I did not put in a lot of effort. And my reasoning for that was because I just knew that coming out of something so toxic, with someone that came out of something so toxic, we both need time to heal. We're on 2 different schedules, so I wasn't looking to really put a lot of effort in at that time. I was there to be a friend for sure. Definitely there to be a friend. And to be a partner. But overall, my intentions was, yes, we're not on the same schedule, so I get to have my time to myself, to breathe, to really just take it in all in. But I didn't even really get a chance to breathe because, like, after moving down here, you know, it wasn't pretty right after we moved in together. I realized the fact that who I was really dealing with for a second, like, okay, this person got some healing to do. I got some healing to do. I'm not all the way in a place to really receive this, but I was trying my best to really be supportive in whatever she needed. But my efforts in my previous relationships were bare minimum. So yeah, I think the whole, like, scope of everything was my reasons for not putting all the effort in, because I was overcompensating because of me not being able to verbalize who I was or who I am now back then. And it just really fucked with me, where I didn't know how to verbalize it and I wanted to be treated a certain way, so the effort lacked. And now, because I'm gaining my confidence, I'm growing in a lot of ways, I'm becoming more self-aware, I'm doing more things that I'm succeeding at personally, and it's just building me up to be someone that actually appreciates effort. And that's where I didn't appreciate effort. Maybe I never really seen effort before, but I understand everything as far as why I'm here, why things are starting to feel better in my life. And soon the adversity won't be a issue. I got some good news. I got me a little job interview coming up. It's a group interview. It's a seasonal position. I'm possibly looking at maybe another interview very soon, and hoping for this other interview. These are all part-times that will allow me to make more money and to start really attacking some of the debts that I've been having to, like, not really pay because of I ain't got it. I don't feel bad about it either. Most annoying part about not paying your debts is just the phone calls. And honestly, I put that shit on silent any unknown calls, because I am not going to be feeling the vibrations all in my pants and shit that is on my phone. So yeah. So one of the things that made me realize about love and just coming to this place of accepting love however it looks And I'm only saying this because of just kind of in that ballpark of effort and everything, you know, and the feelings of detachment and being withdrawn and everything, you know. I've learned to love from a place of detachment where I don't own, control, possess. I want you to be your authentic self, be who you were meant to be in this earth, be allowed to do and whatever and go wherever. You're grown human being. I'm a grown human being. We are meant to live our best lives and we can share them together. So this book, How to Love, and it's by, I'm gonna fuck up the name, but Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. Thich Nhat Hanh, however you say it. I got this book back in like 2017. It was around Valentine's Day. I got it from me and my ex, and I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It really just breaks down like how to love from a place of not owning, not possessing, and detaching ourselves from expectations. So I don't have expectations, and to date for me now is to really just, you know, I've always approached it casually, but I think what I'll go into it now with my new awareness is to be a little more, show a little more effort, show a little more like I'm interested, and really be interested in a non-judgmental way. Like I was really bad about like saying things that might offend people. Like for example, there was someone that, you know, they were buying a lot of junk food, and I'm like, do you eat anything healthy? And they were offended, and I mean rightfully so. I was judging because all I would hear on the other end is them going to pick up junk food, in my opinion. Fast food, not necessarily junk food, but fast food. And so it just really like made me like, because I was in my place of just wanting to eat healthier anyway. So it concerns me, and those things do matter to me. Like I want to align with those type of people where there's more of an alignment of lifestyle, of like things that matter, priorities and all that stuff. So going forward, I definitely will be more intentional about just that type of alignment. But yeah, if you never heard of this book, check it out. Let me see. Maybe I can read one real quick one that is one of my favorites. Attention. I'll read this one. As long as we're rejecting ourselves and causing harms to our bodies and minds, there's no point in talking about loving and accepting others. With mindfulness, we can recognize our habitual ways of thinking and the contents of our thoughts. Sometimes our thoughts run around in circles and we are engulfed in distrust, pessimism, conflict, sorrow, or jealousy. This state of mind will naturally manifest in our words and actions and cause harm to us and to others. When we shed the light of mindfulness on our habitual thought patterns, we see them clearly. Recognizing our habits and smiling to them is the practice of appropriate mental attention, which helps us create new and more beneficial neutral pathways. So yeah, that one stands out for me because I was someone that I was so focused on my last relationship and the shit show that it was, that I'm not looking at it as from a place of where did I really help myself in all of that, and how did I contribute to that whole situation. I'll be honest, that whole situation, I made a very selfish move. I knew that regardless if things worked out or not, I was going to be in Atlanta. That was really my main motive, because I was always going to move here, and I was just going to take my time to get there. I had a plan that I was going to put into motion, and it just happened sooner than later, and now here we are. 5 years later. I can't believe it's been 5 years. But yeah, check that book out if you ever get a chance. It's got a lot of good, I don't know what you call them. What are they? They're just, they're not, I don't think they're poems, but they are offerings. They're almost like entries, like penned entries. For the other part of this vlog, I wanted to talk about money. I was driving home, and I'll probably end up having to split this talk into two, but it'll be fun the next time when I come back, because I'm going to figure out how I want to spend $1 million. We all have this idea of wanting to have this lump sum of money, and I never honestly consciously thought to myself, what am I going to do with all this money? There were some things that I did think about as far as wanting to get back and stuff, because a lot of my intention behind money is to want to help others, but I never really made a plan for, if I came into $1 million, what would I do with it today? Where would it go? What can I do with it? There's a lot of things I could do with it. A lot of things that I don't know if it would be more beneficial today than it would be, say, a year ago, but I'm just so inspired to want to set myself up for my future. And there was a moment of time back in 23 where I was actually 22. I was actually working on my investment portfolio that I really wanted to diversify and make it really secure for my future. And in doing so, I was looking into day trading and stuff. And with day trading, it's really it's an everyday thing. It's like up and down. The market be up and down. And what day trading is trading foreign currencies. So there was a lot of things that control the market going up and down, which was the news. You had to pay attention to the news all the time, because you're either going to sell, I think you want to sell high, buy low. You never want to buy high or trade high value. Like when the market's high, you don't want to trade. But you can sell high, because then you make money. And so there's all these different ways that they have. Like, it's like an art in itself. Like, it's something to be studied, something to be learned, and something you definitely invest in. And it's a long-term investment, and it's something you can't even emotionally invest in. You have to mentally and strategically invest in. So, understanding all of that now after the fact, I tried to learn through like YouTube and finding these groups that teach. And there was one group that I did join where someone that I knew through another person, a mutual person. We weren't even friends. He was a truck driver, and he put me onto the group that he was a part of. So they would get all this new information about like the newest day trading and technology and stuff. So they had bots that would day trade for you. All you had to do is just put up the money, and the bot will do all the day trading and shit. And I was literally, I tried it with this one platform, and I ended up losing money because someone hacked it, and I did not get my money back. And it wasn't secured. It wasn't something that was like a bank or anything, or the stock market. It really fucked me up because it had me really like feeling away, because it wasn't like a ton of money. It was only $500, but I was seeing that money going up like a few dollars every day. And I started at like $250 or something. So when it went up to $500, I was like, oh, I need to get everybody in on this. I want everybody to make some money. So I did tell a few of my siblings and some friends about it. But when I lost that money, I'm like, oh fuck no, don't even worry about it, y'all. We good. Don't even worry about it. It's not even worth it. If you don't understand it, there's no control. Can't control the bot. You can't. You could buy up to so many bots and have multiple bots trading for you. And I'm so glad I only stuck to one. But it was just so like heartbreaking in a way, where I was really trying to do something very secure. Well, what I thought was secure for my future. I wanted to really just set myself up, and that was one investment that I took myself and risked it. One risk I took. The second one was life insurance. Now, I started with term insurance for like a year, and then I transferred over to whole life insurance. Term insurance is where you're paying monthly for, in case if something happens to you, that money will secure you for however much you're paying towards it. Where whole life, you're paying monthly, you're building like a cash portfolio, but then you still have the whole life insurance that you're buying in that by paying those monthly installments, or premiums they're called. So with that, when you die, you get not only the life insurance the policy, however much the policy for, you're getting that cash value that you put in on top of that. And a lot of people were like, it's like your own bank. You just add the cash into it and then you take out. Well, I guess where the market was when I started whole life, it wasn't strong. It wasn't giving me back my return that I was putting in. I was paying like a little less than $200 a month, and my portfolio was slowly building. Like I only made like, I think it was not even $100 in a year of cash value. And it was just like, this shit, I don't know if it's even worth it. The term was straight. I mean, I'm paying less. I was only paying $50 a month. And I just knew, like, if something were to happen to me, my family's good. They ain't got to worry about having to find money or raise money or whatever if something were to happen to me. And I was thinking about this because of COVID. We just went through COVID. I didn't want them to have to worry if anything happened to me, because I got COVID like 3 times back to back to back. 3 years back to back to back. But it's just like I was trying to take steps towards trying to secure my future, and now I'm in a place of crawling out of a hole and really trying to get myself to a place where I can really start investing again. But having the experience that I have now, and I'm really wanting to invest into, I know like stocks are something that I'm gonna look into when I'm able to get to a better place. And then my 401k, I'm investing very little into it right now because I really can't afford to give more than what they're already automatically was taken. So I guess, we will see. But in the meantime, until next time, if you had $1 million, how would you even spend it? What would you do with $1 million if it was given to you right now? Now we can all, we have our dream things that we want to do or go or buy. But my biggest thing was when I started thinking about this was because I was listening to this podcast. They were talking about when you hit certain milestones of paying down your debt or saving up, you celebrate, you reward yourself. And that's something that I kind of want to do for myself. I want to earn my spending, my reason of spending. So like, I want to, I'm going to compare it to you like this. The walk that I did on Sunday, that wasn't easy. I thought I underestimated that walk. I underestimated walking back because I had to carry 20 pounds of cat litter by hand. I underestimated that shit by far. But when all said and done, when I got back, it felt good in my body because it was a workout that I really wasn't intentionally trying to have, because like I said, I don't prioritize hitting my workout goals. I'm a very active person naturally, so I'm gonna find a way to like walk or do something because I gotta move. I'm the worst cuddler. I'm not a cuddling type of person. I gotta move. But and just the comparison and trying to give you an idea of where I'm coming from. After that workout and knowing what I know now and how much I underestimated how much of a workout it was, it felt good because it really took just the effort of walking, where I didn't reward myself or anything for it, but the reward from it is another day that I put into my workouts, my fitness goals. That it counts either way. Every step counts in my day. So with that said, like, going back to finances, me making the effort to pay down or save up and then set a goal of paying this off and then being able to have some money, a little bit of cash to spend, of like going shopping or having a dinner outside the house or getting my hair done. Like, I've been wanting to get my hair recolored and cut. But yeah, so I'm thinking about really doing something like that because I'm just so tired. A lot of people say when you get tired of something, you're going to want to make the choice. I'm at that point. I'm tired of the struggle. I want to get off the struggle bus. I had enough. I'm ready to make a withdrawal from the struggle bank. I'm about to start investing in the hustle. Withdrawing from the struggle, investing in the hustle. Quote me on that. But so I'm gonna cut it here. But yeah, next time we talk, I'm gonna write out my idea of what I would do with $1 million, and let's have some fun. Cause I feel like it's just been so heavy since I started vlogging. But I'm feeling good, and I hope to motivate whoever watches this. And I would like people to ask me some questions to answer on here, if you don't mind. Like, send me some questions that I can answer. Personal questions, of course. I'm not here to really give professional advice. As you can see, I cuss. I'm personal on this vlog. So, yeah, shoot me some questions. Let's have some fun. This is Humble Good Times. Peace. Oh, yeah, I'm eating the hero. Peace.